Alright, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this Sunday evening. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm sorry for the lighting, it's a little crazy in here right now. Um, and if the audio sounds a little echoey, I apologize. I got a new desk. If you're on my Discord or my Facebook, I posted it. I'm having some back problems and stuff, and I can't sit for very long. So I got a sit to stand. I got a real nice one at Costco. It was on sale. Uh, and I spent the whole day tearing everything apart, and I tweaked my back, which made it even worse. So yeah, just been a fun evening. But uh, a new thing at the end of the videos, I have a thank you to all my Patreons. So you can hopefully scroll by and see your name there on the channel. So I want a big shout out and a thank you to all the Patreons who help support the Mr. Mean Speaks. It's really, really appreciated, and all that money goes back into the channel. So to pay for things like a new desk and all this fun stuff. So take the glasses off just because it makes things a little wonky. I'm standing up if you couldn't tell. So yeah, it's much better for my back and my tailbone. I bruised my tailbone back in February, and it still hasn't healed. And I can't sit for more than 10 minutes. But anyway, enough of all that rigmarole stuff. I was at the local game store last week, and I saw this book that caught my eye, called Mazes. It's a little hardback book. It's by Ninth Level Games. I will say, I'll start this off by saying that if you buy the physical book, if you just email them through their website, ninthlevelgames.com, they will send you the PDF. I asked for it, and another one of my Discord members did the same thing, and they just sent it to them. So that's super cool that they did do that. I wish more companies would do that. It just makes a lot. So what is Mazes? Mazes is a really cool RPG that kind of takes some of the cool stuff from like Powered by the Apocalypse, some of the cool stuff from 5th edition and various other iterations of D&D, and some other RPGs, and meshes it all into one and makes this complicated but yet simple system, if that makes any sense. I don't know a better way to phrase that. I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit. There we go. It's first of all, hardback book. It's got a nice little ribbon thing around it. It is glued on one side. It does have two ribbons, a red and a black ribbon, which is really nice. The physical product, the cover is textured with an embossed key, as you can see there, and then some art. It's black and white on the inside. It is a whopping, get page count here for you. Character sheet in the back and some charts and stuff. Some GM stuff you'll need. A whopping 231 pages. It's all black and white art. Here's the interior art on the back cover. You can see it's pretty nice. Front cover looks very much the same. Let me see if I can find a good picture. It's all black and white. It's on a very like parchment style paper. Yeah, here you go. This is very, very much like line art. It's nothing to write home about, but it fits the genre. It fits the aesthetics of the book. It's very consistent throughout. Any charts they have are very easy to see, very much black and white. They do some stuff like this. So you're not going to use a lot of dice in this game. You're going to pick a die. And by pick a die, you're going to pick basically your class. And there's only 4 classes. Let me get to it here, so we can get it. So the Paragon rolls a d4. That's his die. Paragon is the person who's good with like books, studying, researching, looking up stuff, knowledge. Then you have the Vanguard, who's represented by a d6. The Vanguard is, I don't remember what the Vanguard was good at. Just do it. I love it. And of course, I can't find anything I'm looking for as I'm looking for it. Yeah, the Vanguard is Active all the characters. This is pretty good at everything. Physical actions, combat, and skills. They shine when they are rolling against books and boots. And those may sound really weird to you, but what's cool is uh, there's a couple of things. There's books, boots, blades, and bones. And those correlate to the four roles. So the Paragon, the Vanguard, the Fighter, and the Sentinel. And it has a very like a spend mechanic. So every time you make an attack, you lose. Like so, if you're a Paragon, you can only attack 4 times in a combat, and then you're done. You can't attack anymore. If you're a fighter, you can attack 8 times because the D8 is your die. Um, and there's the Resolver. So for a 1, for the key. For books, it's 2 and a 3. For boots, it's 3, 4, 5. For blades, it's a 4, 5, 6. Bones, it's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And for a crown, it's 4, 6, 8, and 10. And chaos is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So crown and chaos are very similar. Now this game does have advantages. If you have advantage, you'll succeed. If either roll succeeds, hits on both rolls, it's a critical. So you get to roll 2 dice. So say you're a book, so you're going to roll a d4. If you roll a 2 or a 3, I hit a button here. I apologize. Oh, I got to pull this out now. Falling apart here, guys. If you're a book and you're doing some research and you're looking something up, and the GM gives you advantage on it, you'll roll 2d4, and if they both come up a 2 and a 3, which is usually the target number you'll need on a d4, then you succeed. So if both come up, then you get a critical, which is pretty awesome. It has some other concepts. I haven't had a chance to read it all the way, but I wanted to get a video out because I thought that this was really cool. That's got a bestiary in here, Book of Hazards, some more art you can see. It's all black and white. It's just very innovative. It's a little on the crunchy side. You're learning a completely new game system. There's magic. There's all kinds of stuff. You pick a role, which is, the Paragon, the Vanguard, so on and so forth. And then you pick a class. So, fighter, magic user, druid, whatever. And then you get skills, and then it's all within the realm of whatever that key die is that you use. There's treasure where the GM sets up treasure for you. It's very innovative. It very much reminds me of Powered by the Apocalypse. It's very much a narrative system where you and your GM are going to have a dialogue, and the players are going to be involved. The GM doesn't roll any dice. The players roll all the dice. So all the GM does is focus on the story. It's I just noticed this when the light hits it just right. It's kind of a goldish, like a reddish gold color. Shiny. I'm sidetracked real easy. I'm very impressed by this. The writing is extremely well. The foreword by the author is quite funny because he talks about getting on a roller coaster and going through a magical tunnel, and now he's in a fantasy realm. And for those that don't get that reference, that's how the early Dungeons and Dragons cartoon started off. The kids got on a roller coaster, and I think it said, I don't remember if it said Dungeons and Dragons or if it said Mazes and Monsters. I don't remember. Chris O'Neill is the writer. He's here in the U.S. in Norristown, Pennsylvania in 22. This was a successful Kickstarter. It's a small book. It's easy to pack up. 2 ribbons. The character sheet is online. They do have a starting adventure online. I do not believe there is one in the book, although there is quite the bestiary. There's things on safety and stuff. It's a shame we have to put that in our role-playing games now, but there's a lot of he gives a lot of references to the silver screen, a lot of these kind of things like back here, and you can pause the screen and look at that, get a better look at it. It's a very unique mechanic. I'm still reading it. I'm enjoying it very much. It says a lot for a game system if I buy it and I'm enjoying reading it 3 days after I bought it. I bought this on Friday as it was my day off from work, and I'm thoroughly engrossed in it. I'm reading it literally page by page. And I'm really enjoying what I'm reading. The mechanics are, like I said, different but unique. It's nothing earth breaking. It's not terribly difficult. I think it's pretty easy to wrap your head around. I'm looking forward to getting it to the table and giving it a try. And one of my kind of instituted this Monday night game where we play like a mini campaign, 3 or 4 sessions. We just wrapped up What's Old is New. That was a lot of fun. It gave everybody, the game didn't hold up as well as we thought. Now, part of that could be due to my GMing style or lack of preparation. Getting over COVID, getting prepped for vacation, and just there's a lot of things. You're being pulled 6 ways from Sunday. I had to go to a bi-weekly GMing schedule just because life is too chaotic and there's too much going on and I can't keep up with everything. So, and that's just part of getting old and just being tired. And, I enjoy this hobby so much. But, you got to take breaks where you can for your mental health and do things that you need to do with your family because they come first. So, I did a lot of that stuff. I am feeling very rejuvenated. I'm still a little fatigued from the COVID, but I think tonight with a good night's sleep, tomorrow's going to be a better day, and I'm going to be super excited to get to work and get back into the swing of things. I'm super excited to take this with me and read it on my breaks and stuff when I have time. And I think we're starting, I think tomorrow night is going to be our Savage Worlds Titan Effect Declassified. I'm going to run that for a couple of sessions to give a couple of my Patreons and Discord members a chance at seeing the game and how it plays. And we're going to have a session 0. So I might do an after video of that. I'm not recording them just because the setup isn't the greatest. And I don't know. I think, if you can't put on a production like, Matt Mercer and those guys, I think just a bunch of nerds sitting around a table talking is not fun to watch, and I don't have the time nor the inclination to make funky graphics and everything and do that. I have a autistic son and a full-time job and full-time hobbies, obviously. So it's not excuses, it's reality. I just don't have the time. So, but if like and subscribe. If you want to see more weird games like this, like I said, I just happened to walk by it on the game store, and it picked me out. The way they do Treasure, I'm still reading it. Like I said, I kind of feel like this is a little bit of a half-assed review, and I do apologize for that. But the company was nice enough to send me the PDF. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and do a more in-depth review of this in a couple of weeks after I've had some time to really read it and digest it, and maybe even get it on the game table, which would be a lot of fun. I'm very intrigued by it. And that's saying a lot for Mr. Mean because I've seen a lot of games in my day. So pretty excited about it. If you get a chance, pick it up. It's I think it retails for $45. It's a little on the steep side, but it's an indie publisher. They've done a couple of other things. And again, ninthlevelgames.com is their website. And go check them out. Tell them Mr. Mean sent you. I hope, let me know down in the doobly-doo if you want to see a more in-depth review and go through. Maybe we'll make a character or something like that. Maybe we can do something like that. I would like to give this a little more support because I think it is a cool game and I'm pretty impressed by it. I don't think it's too crunchy. I think it's got just the right amount of crunch. And it's a different poke at the genre. It's fantasy, but it's not D&D. It's not Pathfinder. It's not powered by the apocalypse, but it's got a little bit of all of that in it, which is kind of cool in my opinion. So, guys, I hope that's it. I just wanted to get out a little video, give you guys something. As always, like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Let's grow the Meanie Horde. We have a very active Discord. We're also going to do a mini campaign one-shot of Mutants and Masterminds. A couple of the Meanie Horde members want to play it. They've never played it, or they want to play it again. No, one of the guys hasn't played it. So Brandon from Star Anvil Press wants to give it a whirl. So yeah, we made characters. We're gonna have a session 0 where we talk about stuff tomorrow night, and then we'll get to playing. We play every other week. Again, that just gives me time to prep and do stuff. And we'll go from there. So I hope everyone is doing well. I got over my COVID. I'm still fighting a little bit of the fatigue. The family is all healthy. My son gets to go back to school tomorrow. My wife's back at work. I'm back at work. Everybody's doing well. So thanks for all the positive energy that was sent our way via the Discord. It means a lot. It just takes one kind thing to brighten somebody's day, and it may turn their whole day around. So send those, coffee memes and everything. It means a lot and it makes people laugh, and that's the best medicine we've got out there in these times. So as always, like and subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it, to steal it from Dave 2D. I'll put the website to Mazes down in the doobly doo. And as always, like and subscribe. Tell your friends. If you've got the extra $5 a month, join the Patreon. Um, it gets you some exclusives, gets you a title on Discord, all that fun stuff. Get you into games that I run, like Mutants and Masterminds, or even Mazes. I'm probably going to run this on the channel because I think I'm pretty enamored with it right now. I also want to run a mini campaign of Castles and Crusades because I got all the core books and I think it's amazing. I really liked what I read there, and I like those high fantasy games. So I think that one's going to really do it for me as far as like a big box fantasy genre game. So hit the Discord. There'll be links all down in the doobly doo. Any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the notes there. I respond to all my messages. And as always, peace and hair grease. And remember, peace, love, and happiness. And remember, Mr. Mean says be nice. Thanks, guys.